Okay, after we got our controllers, okay, so you just name your group and group it nicely, and then you can move your controllers to the place that you want to animate, maybe here. Okay, so this one you can arrange it afterwards. Alright, so this is our value. Then go up, down, and left, right. So we can using the set drawing key to do it. Okay, open up set drawing keys. So be on here, Windows. Sorry, it's on the animation tab. Key, set drawing key, set this one. So we can open up this window. Alright, so after it, the controllers will be as our driver. In this shape, the facial node should be our driven. This one that we can see there's a lot of stuff in here. Right, we'll do the up and down first. Alright, so select our controllers, the translate Y before the up and down. Okay, just keep as 0 first, because right now nothing is being moved. It should be 0, so set in here. Okay, for the up and down, just set. So right now when it's Y is 0, these two value should be at 0, the up and down. Okay, this one can still follow. Alright, so now that if you move up, okay, as 1, the eyebrow up should be active. So here you put it 1. Then you key. Sorry, for the up, you key it. Alright, then back to the down. Okay. Back to the down. If it's 1, this one should be active. Okay, just key it. Sorry, now should be -1, my bad. This one should be 1. Right, let me test. Okay, down. And then here this one, I think I misclicked in here. I'll break it again for this one. Break connection. When is 0. This one is 0. When it's -1. This shape should be active. So key. Alright, when it's down, like this, center and up. So right now we got already for 2 values. Okay, using one attribute to draft 2 values in here. Alright, so after you've done the Y, you can go to the X. Alright, X, I see you got like a white and screen in here. Okay, normally for here, right, the eye will do like the angry. You go inside, okay, and then upwards, and then another is downwards. Okay, see the pulling out that you want or not. If you need, then you can apply in here as well. Alright, so for that one, I will just follow it using here. Okay, normally we will have a lot of control for it. Okay, we've got the eye control up, down, in for overall, and then each one is like in and out. So right now you don't have the in one, I only got the white and the screening. So I will use the left and right for this one as well. Okay, so translate X, eye screen and eye white, these two. Alright, so when it's +1, I want my eye white to be active. So white be turning to 1, and then you key. Alright, and then here for S -1, eye screen should be active. So select the eye screen in here, squinting 1, then you key. Oh, sorry, need to select here as well, and you key. So now that these 4 controllers, this controller control the 4 axes, each of it will drive the shape. Okay, this one is up down. Okay, this one is like squinting. This one is white, and then up down. Okay, so that now you got the 4 values in here to control the 4 shapes. Okay, next we leave it. We left out is the corner. Alright, so create another controllers. Mouth control. This one is left. And sorry. Left mouth control. Also using a 4 corners. Alright, let me bring out my controller first. or slightly bigger. The text should be on top. Text should be on top of it. Alright. So the controllers, this one I will teach you using this IDR blend shape controls. Alright, you can click on here for the blend shape list. Okay. It will show you how many blend shape that you have in your node there. So let's say this one we are connecting this facial node. You click select and you reload. Okay, where is it? I will try to use this one first. This one in here. This one cannot be used right now. It can show up in here. It's okay. We'll just do manual way. The new one you have lah, you can just connect it. This one you cannot. I think my script is not the latest one. That one is not working. Okay, so we do it manually. Okay, so this one is for the mouth. Look as driver. Okay, so for the Y will be the up down. These two. So just set a key. Right, if Y is up and the up is gonna be active. Alright, but the Y is down. This one need to be active. And we key here. Alright. So here for the in, the out we don't have right for now. So this one for in. Alright, and others we push it. Okay, in should be active. Then we key. Alright, now that is finished. Okay, the mouth. This one is pushing in, and then we got like up and down. We don't have the right side because we don't have the shape for now. We only have the up down and inwards. Alright, so that's for the mouth, and the eyes will be like this. Okay, nice eyes like this. Okay. Alright, so how these two gonna be works, right? Very simple. Let's say this one you want to mirror the right side, or you want to like differentiate from the bottom and the top one. This one you duplicate another's. Okay, so you move to the, this one is for the maybe for up and down. Alright. So one first thing first, you need the one to have a base first. You need to have a base, which is the clean one. Okay, so you can select from here the head, the normal one. So this duplicate another's. So this one is the clean. Alright. Clean head. Okay, this one we don't do anything. So after you select the head, you can select base geometry. Okay, you take this one as the base wherever they want to do. You want to flip, it will just measure this one as the mirror. Alright. So this one will split into up and down first. The base will keep it. We don't destroy our the eye first. Okay. So another, let me duplicate another out. Right, this one is for the up. The lower one I want to keep it back to the base. So you can select the vertex. Let's say around this area. So this area I want to go down. Okay, so in here you can see we were selected to base. So we will click it. If you move it back to the default. Right, after it, you select these two and then blend shape, add to inside. Make sure that you have the node, this one. Okay, add. Oops. If cannot, then you can do like this. Go and find shape editor. Find the facial node. These two, right click. As select add target. It's right, add target. As selection as target. These two. So now that we can drag here to see the eye is closing. This one is lower. This one is upper. Okay, so you do the connection later on. Okay, you do the connection later on. So that is how you do the eye. And I'm going to teach you another is the in between. Let's say if our eye is closed, both of it closing. Maybe until half. Let me see, is it affected? Mm. Mm. Oh, sorry, I haven't added inside yet. Deform, create and blend shape. Yep. Okay, so now we got that open and close. I think this one doesn't make the problem. This one is okay. This one is working fine. Examples are examples. Let's say around 0.5, the eye shape is not nice. Okay, so from here you can to pick up this shape. Okay, to pick up this shape and you move around the eye area. Okay, and you can name it into half. Okay, half eye close. Right here, maybe some of it their eyes you'll be like just inside already. So some of them they need to like put it out. So maybe I can just make the shape more nicer. Okay, so make the shape slightly nicer. Alright, let's say you edited the shape, it's nice already. Also same things that you need to make it one is up, one is down. After it, you go to the shape editor. Okay, you find, let's say the lower one, you want to fix this one. So you right click in here, okay, add selection as in between target. So this one, okay, click it, right click, add selection as between target. So we can see right now there's like one red dot in here. Sorry, there's one yellow dot, which means that the key when it's until half, you will run this shape. Then it's one, you go back to this shape. Okay, I'll show you if I make it more different shape so we can see it. Okay, maybe it's like this. Alright. So this one is fully closed. Okay, when it's half of it, this will happen. Which means that until half, you run this shape, and then it's one, then you back to that. Okay, understood? So this one, as the in between, right, we'll do like mostly it's the eye closing. Then when it close until halfway, maybe your eye is like too big, and then somehow it coincide to your eyeballs already. Then in the half, we need to pull it up. Then we just right click, edit it as the in between. So what's the value? You just edit in here. Let's say you want to edit maybe 0.5, you just click on 0.5, then right click, add selection as target. So maybe in half of it, 0.25, you got the problem again. So 0.25, you right click, add the target again. So in one slider of this shape, right, you can have multiple shape in the ways to like fix it back. Okay, so this one is the in between. Sometimes we will do it for the arms. Okay, so we'll do it for the arms. So for this situation, like let's say we'll just close our arms. Okay, let me set a key. Okay, so like this. Okay, so let's say the shape right now, when you close up the shape is here, is not nice. So we can use the blend shape to play with it. Okay, but before that, you need to make sure that all the others is fine. Nothing is like affected. So go to the animation, shape editor. In here, you can just click it, create blend shape. Okay, in here you can just edit. Maybe this one is left elbow. Sorry, left elbow fix. Alright, so in here you right click, add a target. You can see this one, there's an edit button in here. Whereas edit button is turned into red colors, which means that you can edit the model right now. Okay, you can edit the models. Let's say you want the arm to be like more angles in here, so you can just select it. Alright, something like this. Maybe in here, you can play a little bit. The muscles will slightly push up a little bit. The muscle is slightly pushed out a little bit when the arm is like bending. both bottom and as well. Alright. Let's say this shape you already edit finish. So just click this one, edit. So it will just tell you that okay, this shape need to running like this. If it's 0, it's like this. 1 is like this. So when you bend your arm, okay, you want this shape to be active. So we can select our base joint. The base joint, okay, as the driver. So this one you can use a set joint key. This one is the rotation of the X. Okay. Then you find this node. Select your models. Okay. Find the node in here, elbow fix. Look as the driver. This one. This the shape. Okay. So before it, this one should be as 0. Okay. Rotation X to here. That one is 0. Okay. When it's rotate, this shape need to be turned on. Then you key. Now that when it's rotate without rotation, then it's not active yet. So when you rotate, the muscle will come up. So this one is the fake muscle that we can do. It's the most lighter way and the most simple way. You can edit the shape that you want. So this one you can do your muscle up. Okay. This scale rate doesn't affect it. You just affect it when you move your vortex. You want to scale it, you just go to your animation editors, shape editors, turn it on, this edit. If turn it on, which means that you can edit the model right now. Okay, you click again to close it. You do not close it and you move your models. If it's moved, then it's hard already. Okay, now if we move, then the model will go into wrong ways. Okay, so this is how you like assign the things into it. Can it be? No, it cannot. You cannot set join key in here. You need to select into the set join key node and then edit, set it one by one for it. Okay, so this one is in between for the set join keys. Right, let's see what else. Okay, this one finish, this one finish, and body space. This one very simple stuff. This one just a parenting node in there. Okay, the IK. Okay, right now, whichever that you move your bodies, your IK will be remaining on the place, right? It doesn't affect it. Let's say today you want to do the animation. Let's say that your arms is putting on top of the wrist, sorry, the hips, and your hips is rotating. You need to carry your arms moving around. You know, sometimes your character is just put in there, or maybe you just put in the head, then you do the dancing or what. The control need to be followed. So that one, very simple. You select the controls that you need to follow. Let's say the hips. Okay, maybe one is like the hips, one is the whirl, and then another one is the head. So which means that I got 3 targets to bring the arms for this duration. So you select these 3 controllers, okay, the master, the hips, the head, and then lastly, your IK arm control group. And then you do the constraint parent. When 10 offset can turn it on, you apply. Now that you can see in here, there's 3 things is driving. Okay, hips, master, and head. Okay, so if his head is active, if 1, the rest is turning off. Okay, you put the hand to the head there. Okay, so when head do rotation or what? Okay, why can't rotate this? If you do a head rotation, your hand will be following in there. Okay, we just follow 100% in there. Alright, if it's like follow to the hips, I put my arm there. If you're following the hips, so when the hip is swaying, okay, your arm will be following. Okay, if you want back to the whirl, okay, we open up this master. This two will be turning off, so that nothing bring him right now back to like the original IK how it works. Alright, so for that, very simple. You go to edit in here, add one more attribute. Okay, so you can just type in, okay, whirl, and then head, and then hips. So this will be following like 3 targets. Okay, so we got 3 targets. The numbers that we need at least to have 3. So from 0, 1, and 2. So this one will be 2. 0 to 1 will be like A and B. If it's 2, which means you got 3 target inside. So add it inside. So got in here. So when it's 0, you should be following the word. When it's 1, you'll be following the hit. When it's 2, following the hips. So same thing. Set drain key in here. Put it inside. You find the node in here. Put it as a load as driven. You find these 3. Okay, so set it one by one. In the word hips in here. If it's 2, which means that the hips should be active. Read on here. Okay, word is 0, head is 1, hips is number 2. Okay, then these two will be clean as 0. Just keep. Alright, so if it's 1, head should be active. This should be 0. Okay, the lastly, when it's 0, okay, the master should be active. This one should be 0. And your key. Alright, so now that if you change here, I'll show you. Let me set key first. Key selected. And then to 2. So you can see right now, you edit. When edit the numbers, right, this one will change. Okay, when it's 1, you follow to the head. And when it's 2, you follow to the hips. This one can understand, huh? It's just based on the 2 value, you add one more value on top of it. The last time we did is a node editor or the set join keys, but 3 values, we cannot use the node editor because the node editor reverse only A and B, you can flip like that. You cannot do like 3 target into it. So if 3 target, we need to use back the same method using a set join key. Okay, so now your hand can be like following which part that you want. Because sometimes when the character is flying over, right, on the air, okay, sorry. Let's say the character is flying on top of the head, the air, right? Okay, if your arm is following the word, sorry. If the arm is following the word, okay, no matter how your body move, right, the hand will be like off. You want it to be following together, so we can just change it. Maybe this time I change follow to the hips. Okay, so the hand I will just put maybe something the pose like this way, and then when I move, then the hand will be following. Instead of in between of it, the IK you can still moving. It'll be very simple for us to do like those flying movement while you still can use your IK arm instead of like the IK is like sticking on the floor there. Okay, so this is how it works.